started, I would like to introduce Kaizen's own Fernando Reuda.
Thank you, Chelsea. Good morning or evening, and welcome to today's Tech to Tech session. We're going to be discussing best practices for manual or hand cleaning after soldering or rework. So why do we clean? Board assemblies will have residues from different sources. Packaging materials, dust and fingerprints from handling, and the main residue that we want to remove is the flux. Can come from cold wire, selective soldering, or reflow solder paste. Also, once in a while, you will have some residue from misprinted boards. So surface contaminants can significantly affect the coating and electrical characteristics of printed board assemblies. We know that ionic residues are root cause for electrochemical migration, dendritic growths, and corrosion that can cause failures. Plus, ionic residues have also been identified as a major contributor to tin whiskers, increasing the defects and poor reliability. So the key is to remove flux residues while avoiding contaminating the board during cleaning other areas of the board. So let's go over some of the best practices and procedures. Okay. So number one, IPA, isopropyl alcohol, is not a good match for no clean or lead-free flux residues. The results are poor and time-consuming. So alcohol is not good for cleaning flux residues. Let's leave IPA for our weekend barbecue. So what you want is an engineer cleaning agent, and that will be your best bet to get better cleaning results. When selecting your cleaning agent, just make sure that it is compatible with any sensitive components, labels, markings, etc. Also, if your flux residues contain polyglycols, you need to make sure that your solvent is capable of removing those polyglycols. So there are a variety of cleaning methods. You can do it by hand with wipes, brushes, swabs. You can also use aerosols. The spray can provide some agitation. Some of them have straw for focusing the impingement action as they come out under pressure. And others come with a brush where you can use to apply mechanical energy, that brushing action. Okay? Another option is immersion. You immerse the board, and after a little bit of soaking, you're gonna brush and rinse. So we're not gonna get into the details of each one of them because of time constraints, but this is a nice list of methods that you can use. So a general procedure for cleaning the PCBs, and this is a very generic procedure. Okay, you can optimize it or change it a little bit, but you're going to scrub the board for 10 to 20 or maybe 30 seconds, depending on the difficulty, with a wet, soft bristle brush. Right? And you're going to be handling the board by the edges and blot the excess cleaner with a clean, lint-free cloth. Okay, and then you will rinse the area to remove any remaining harmful residues. After that, you will examine the board for cleanliness, and if needed or required by your procedure, you will put the boards in an oven for drying. But at the end, technique is very important, as chemistry isn't selective, so it flows everywhere it can. So you're going to hold the assembly at an angle and by the edges, as mentioned before. If there are other areas that get contaminated, you need to make sure you clean them too, and use a lint-free wipe or precision cleaning swab to contain the cleaning agent. You're going to finish with a rinse using either the same cleaning agent, fresh, not used, IPA, or DI water. So rinsing is very critical. Okay, it's one of the most important steps, if not the most important. Always rinse, no matter what cleaning agent you use, okay? And make sure you apply enough quantity for an effective rinse. If you use the water to rinse, make sure that you use deionized water, as other types of water may contaminate the circuit board assembly with ionic contaminants like chlorine, fluorine, or halides. And as we always say, you are only as clean as your last rinse. There are some potential issues that can arise from hand cleaning. Okay, if we clean correctly, no issues should arise. But these are some of the potential issues that can come if we don't do it properly. Okay, you're gonna get transfer of flux, can solder area to nearby components. And that transfer flux can be on a thin conductive film that can cause a lot of problems in your assembly. Visible flux is also a danger, and it's also cosmetically an eyesore. The contamination transfer from the brush and the solution, if we don't keep things clean, it's another risk, another issue. And operator training, that's very important. Not only you can get improper cleaning, but you can get scratches on the solder mask and damage to components. So training is very important. And also, you always have the risk of leaving white residues, which are very reactive and they absorb water very easily. So you don't want to leave any white residues. So you need to keep things clean in your workstation. All right. Anything, the dispensing bottle, the acid brushes, the sponges, anything, the ESD mat, many people don't pay attention to that. That has to be clean because you can contaminate the board after cleaning. Okay. Also, color plastic dispensing bottles can leach out their color if used to hold cleaning solvents that they are not designed to hold. Right? So we typically recommend glass, metal, or simply natural plastic color dispensing bottles that are compatible. This is very important, are compatible with the cleaning agent being used. Right? And always make sure that you label all the containers to meet EHS requirements. Now again, clean, everything should be clean, your brushes, your dispensing bottles, your swabs, your brushes, etc. And you will prevent contamination during or after cleaning if you do that. So summarizing, clean is good and dirty is bad. Ensure that your methods, technique, and tools are optimal for what you're trying to accomplish. And for operator training, I cannot emphasize that enough. So thank you, and back to you, Chelsea.
All righty. Thank you, Fernando. If you would like to discuss this topic further, please contact your local Kaizen representative or send an email to tech@kaizen.com, and we will have one of our cleaning experts schedule follow-up with you as soon as possible. Again, we thank you all for joining us today, and we hope to see you again soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day.